Good morning. Welcome to today's Global Harmonization. Thank you for coming and joining me. It's been an exciting few days here. I've had a lot of guests, a lot of in and outs, people, a lot of energy. It's been really nice to have some family come visit, meet my son, some friends in town, and it's been really interesting. And all the while, spending time with all the individuals in my life and keeping up with things here on social media in my life from the past life, right? All the friends that I've acquired throughout time. It's been really interesting because here, as I sit where I am, it becomes more and more apparent to me each day how I've gotten to this place where I have so many blessings in my life, and I'm certainly not saying this to brag. I'm saying this is a possibility for everyone, and actually a reality for many. So many blessings in my life that going back to the past and staying on social media and doing a lot of these things that I used to do in the past here and now actually take me away from just the time with my family, the time with my friends, the time doing the activities here. So this harmonization is not one of them. It's more of like just a general social media feel. And it's been really interesting to see how spending that time in that realm is becoming more and more aware of like how when I spend that time, it's taking me away from some of the things that are right here in front of me that I love, that are just so near and dear to my heart. So if you know me on Facebook, you're friends with me on Facebook, I saw a post that I put out yesterday and basically requesting a bunch of things from people. So I think it was something to the degree of, if you think that I've gotten where I am because of my color of my skin, my gender, I almost want to read it. I'm just going through so much through my mind here. Really, if you think I got where I am because I just got some kind of weird privilege, please just like defriend me. If you want being friends with me because you want access to my network or my money, defriend me. Just like remove yourself from my life, because I've got so many great people in my life, and sometimes I can get caught up with people that want to use me. And this is the case for everybody because we all have gifts, and sometimes when we like to give, it's hard to see. It's hard to see who's there authentically, and especially when we're not in the frame of that ideal. Like someone who's innocent, who never would think that somebody would steal from them, wouldn't think to lock their stuff, right? We can also say vibrationally, if that's not even a possibility in my mind, that's not going to happen. And that's a little deeper conversation than the little 10 minutes we have here. So my intention behind this was just to clear this out, because I had responded with some information to two posts. Both of them were political. And I just gave some general information about how the government works in one of them. Didn't support, I don't usually get into like the supporting a specific candidate type stuff. I may say something nice or offer perspective around two paradigms, or point to language that was actually said versus what was said in the media, just to kind of bring some truth to light. But I don't have a political party that I'm associated with. I don't have to identify in that way. I don't even think we should have governments the way that we do. I think we all know deep inside how to operate. We have a code of honor that we're installed with it, our DNA. However, in both of these posts I'm referring to here, it's just in the last week, these people started attacking me rather than looking at what I wrote. And actually, one of them, I was like completely on the same side as what they ultimately wanted. Their outcome was actually on the side that they were. I want the same outcome as they're talking about. So I just was like, well, let's look at how things are shaped right now, and then we can talk about. We got the outcome you want. Let's look at where we are. Like, if I'm going to drive somewhere, right? If I'm going to go to, let's do somewhere. If I'm in New York and I'm going to go to California, well, first I know I'm going to go to California. Then before I make directions to California, I'm like, where am I? Oh, I'm in New York, right? So this is where things are. This is where I'm going. Then we can make a roadmap. So I want to be in California. And I'm like, okay, you're in New York. And they're like, you only say that because you're white and you're a man and you grew up a little privileged white boy in a little town and had better access to education. And this has happened to me a number of times in my life, by the way. And this happened a couple days earlier where somebody said something similar. And it kind of hits me hard because I'm actually Hispanic. So when I see people talk about this reverse racism or how white people are experiencing racism, and especially men, it's like if you have light skin now and blue eyes, and you're a man, like, you better watch what you say. Whatever you say, it's because you had so much privilege. There's no way that you could possibly have worked for anything or earned anything. And kind of hit me hard because, well, it's kind of personal. I've worked very hard. I did work hard at one point, and then I figured out how to not work hard and how to create from a very different place. And that's what I love to share is like, how do I empower everybody to create the reality that they desire? Not even from a working hard place, not from a fixing all these things out there place, right? That's the illusion, is really fixing things out there. It's truth is coming in here, fixing things from here. And that's why I set this up. That's why I spend this time. That's why I do this practice for myself every day and why I share this practice for everyone. So I attempted to spend a little bit more time with this individual and say, whoa, like, wait 1 second. What you're saying is not even actually accurate. Let's kind of come back to accuracy. And then their response was to tell me that I was insensitive and I was ignorant. These clothes are so incredibly soft because if they're not, it's really itching and controlling me. I'm one of the most sensitive people that you'll ever meet. I had like more allergies than anybody probably ever knew. I'm like, so I was sensitive to air, right? I was sensitive to air, dogs, cats, dust, every single pollen, 12 allergy shots twice a week when I was growing up. Because my arms were so small when they put the injections in me, that the injections would come out because there was enough room to hold them in. I had to use both arms, both ass cheeks, and I still was filling up. I'm like one of the most sensitive people that you know. I'm not going to compromise my truth and not speak the truth because it might hurt somebody's feelings. So that's I'm not a liar. I know it might upset someone. I'm still going to say it because it's the truth as I know it. I'm always open to a new perspective. I went back and forth with this individual, and finally, it dawned on me. I just spent an hour and a half writing messages back and forth to this individual. Not from a place of upset with them, just like, what are you thinking? Why would you attack me? Like, well, let's get back to your original topic. I was actually on your side. And they kept calling me more names and saying mean things that like didn't even have any relevance, just like spouting off stuff. And they're refusing to see it. And here I'm even spending more time with it. So the reason why I'm bringing this all up, bringing all this to surface, is like the post here says, the straight line, all this stuff, all this bickering back and forth is wasting my time and this individual's person's time. Like they're like this, right? Covering their eyes, closing their ears, and shouting at me whatever they can to attempt to get me triggered, riled up, upset. And it's cool. It's like a test for me in that way. So I get to like make sure that I stay present, say everything around me is this a learning lesson for me. What is the lesson? What is the lesson? What is it? And I find myself not getting riled up on this. Just kind of like, I just really would like to be able to share a perspective and be able to bounce perspectives off each other and come to a conclusion when I'm just getting attacked. But I'm okay with that. I know the moves. I've seen the Matrix. I know Kung Fu of words. I'm really good with Kung Fu words. I trained with some masters. Trained with some people that definitely have used lots of words to attempt to break me down. And I learned how to block. I learned how to duck. I learned how to bob and weave when it comes to language. If you can say anything to me, it doesn't touch me. It doesn't touch me. And if it does, then I'm actually grateful for it because it teaches me something about myself. What more rose to the surface for me is how much time I spent on this. And how does my time spending on this fit into the greater picture of my life? That same time I could have been sitting with my son, singing to my son, hanging out with my father who's only here for a limited amount of time. Some people in from out of town, they show up unannounced. And I'm in the middle of this texting, right? Not giving them my full presence. I could have been making love to Emily, been dancing with her, been in the pool with her, done something beautiful with her, make her breakfast in this time. And that's what cropped up for me. It's like, I'm not following the straight line of everything in my life that's really important to me. I'm over here like being distracted, attempting to be useful in some way, attempting to shed some light on some things. Politics isn't near and dear to my heart. I don't go out and save everybody in the world. It's not my thing. I really just share this. People that are attracted to it come to it. They're not totally cool. Some people think this is weird. Totally cool with that. A lot of people come. Even yesterday, my father and Sarah were here, and oh my gosh, it was the most amazing experience of my life being in this sound bath. All my chakras were open. It's great feedback, which I don't know how you're feeling. This is a new thing with this sound from me. The feedback to me is great. And then I got this other conversation going on here where I could have indulged this conversation. I could have been practicing with these bowls. I could have been stretching and yoga, all these other things that are really near and dear to my heart. So the lesson for me really was like, how am I spending my time? How am I using my time? And when somebody's got their ears closed, their eyes closed, they don't want to hear the message, like it's time to just move on. That was a big lesson for me. Just don't even didn't seem like much because it was just a couple messages back and forth, but the amount of time and thought that goes into it. And I before I send something, I check, make sure the facts are right. Because I'm not gonna just put something out there. I'm not gonna just call somebody names. I'm gonna really look into this stuff. So I'm sharing this all with you. I don't want to woe is me, or I don't need any pity or anything like that. Or go ahead and be like, yeah, good way to go, because that's what I got. A lot of messages from people. A lot of people call me, texting me after I put that post out to say, unfriend me if you're not in this vibe with me. If you're not here with me, it's totally cool. Many blessings to you, but do it over there. And I appreciate all that encouragement and everything that I get from you guys. That's not why I'm telling you, and that's not why I'm sharing it here. Why I'm sharing it here is just a reminder, because I wasted a lot of time on these distractions. A reminder for anyone listening, Where are the distractions in your life? Where are you defending yourself? Where are you aiding people that don't want the help, that are pushing away the help? Where are you giving where the people are rejecting it? And if you redirected it, people that can receive it. And it might not be people, it might be a project. Because this is not even a human consciousness piece of it. It's actually like divine order saying, focus your energy over here. And every time I focus it outside of there, I get static. I get feedback. It's a divine force. So it's nothing personal about me or these people that are doing it or me or the project that I'm working on. If it's distraction to what your heart is saying, this is what a message for me kept coming. It's distracting to what my heart is saying. Then just cut it out. Just cut it out. Like as quickly as possible. Just like put a zip on it. Put a zip tie on it. Close it off. Cut it off. Whatever. Tie a knot on it. Whatever. You can make a bow on it if you want to make it pretty. Just tie it off. So that's what's been coming through for me this morning. Hope that resonates with you. I see a bunch of comments. I will come back to these comments after the harmonization here. I'd like to get this in. We only have about 10 minutes of a little bit of sound for you guys. And then I'll stick on if you guys want to chat a little bit afterwards. I'd really like to give everybody that set up before 8 a.m. and get into that beautiful vibe that happens here. So let's all just jump into our meditative position, whatever that is for you. If you like laying on your back, lay on your back. If you want to sit up, sit up. You want to be on your head, on your head. Say this every morning, but there are definitely always new people here. So again, I'm going to share what I do, what my practice is, and whatever vibes with you, follow along with it, see how you feel. Or if you have a different pattern of breathing, go ahead, do it. You are your own best shaman. You're your own best guide. If I can share anything, you're your own guru, you're your own doctor. You know everything about you better than anybody else. So take what I give you. If it resonates, if it doesn't, like just put it aside. Maybe later it'll come down. So I'll guide you in my way, and you do you. Always do you. So I'm going to roll the shoulders a little bit and begin breathing in through my nose, into the belly, into the chest. Holding at the top and just taking a pause and just looking inward, just gauging how I feel within my emotions. I have several emotions coming up. My thoughts, I might have a clear mind, I might have something looping. And exhaling. And inhaling. And just doing a scan of the body from head to toe, checking to see if there's any place that needs a little extra attention. Maybe you can stretch into it, open it up, release it, open it with exhalation. I noticed I got a surfing accident where I cracked the rib pretty bad, probably fractured it right from my heart, actually. So I keep joking that I have a broken heart. So I'm going to put a lot of attention in this area today for my own well-being and healing this bone and the muscle and tissue around it. So if you have something, I'm going to bring a lot of healing energy into this. If there's something, be sure to keep that as part of your focus and envision it dissolving and healing. So continue breathing. Let's take 3 breaths to honor the silence, the quiet. choosing to just watch the breath as it flows in and out. Noticing getting lighter, clearer. Each breath bringing more light into the body, into the energetic field, into that vibration, the true essence of nature, the life force you are. Just allowing the ears to take in the sound, vibration through the entire energetic field. Noticing the connection to the heart, the spirit. Taking in the divine essence, each breath, the spirit. Noticing what comes to consciousness, bringing, alchemizing whatever that is to the most divine state of unity, love, wholeness you can imagine. Notice this light from each breath. The energy, the essence, the peace within, the love, the freedom, the infinite flow. Projecting that love, that peace out into the world, giving infinitely like the sun. Noticing that you are the source of the well deep inside the heart. Bringing the hands up to prayer position in front of the heart, pressing them together, taking a deep inhalation. Noticing the vibration within, radiating from the heart out to all that is. Now using the pressure of the hands to embody this vibration in every cell of the being, every cell of the body. Every muscle becoming rejuvenated, youthing. Every ache and pain dissolved. As the body becomes optimized to the frequency of light. Lowering the hands down. Opening the eyes. Thank you all for joining today. Hope you have an amazing, 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 blessed, wonderful day. I'm going to look at the comments here, stay on for a few minutes. My foot is completely asleep. My foot has left the building. Let's see what we got here. If you speak your truths. August, what's in the ISM? If you're still on, what's an ISM? If anybody knows what an ISM is. Rhonda, good. I love this. Holding compassion for those with closed minds with intention that an opening be discovered. Letting in even a molecule of light is a beginning. Speak the truth, even if they cannot receive it. Yes, always speaking the truth. Absolutely. Completely in agreement with that. I'm going to figure out this word compassion. I am a big fan, before I do, of empathy. I connect with people through the energy of empathy. However, this word compassion, its literal meaning, I'm going to take it apart. Word come is with, passion from pathos or suffering. The word together literally means to join in the suffering. So I had originally gotten offended because it was a good moment because I got a little offended. And Emily said to me, I wouldn't use compassion as a word to describe you. And I was like, I care about other people. That's what I thought. So I kind of was like, what is that supposed to mean? I'm like, well, let's look this up. Let's see if this is accurate at all to describe me. And then discovered that it means to literally join in the suffering of others. And not a fan. Just have to be honest, not a fan. If you have a toothache and you got to get a cavity taken out, cleaned out, filling put in, the most compassionate thing I could do is actually to join in, sit next to you while you're getting drilled and have my tooth drilled. That's like true compassion. I'm joining in the suffering with you. Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. Human suffering is a choice. And maybe there's some archetypes, and maybe there's some people that really are born to join in with the suffering of others and go be suffering in the first place. Or it's truly a choice. And I chose it for a long time. I chose to suffer for a long time. I made all kinds of ways to suffer. Created so many ways to suffer. So many ways. And when I look back, most of it was, well, all of it was just my own illusion that I was attached to. So I almost think compassionate, at least from my perspective, where I'm standing, is the worst thing I can do, because it's actually asking me to dim my light so that I can be suffering with others. And I know we can go back and say, yeah, but Buddha said the human condition is to suffer. Yes. To be compassionate. Compassion holds the world together. Yes, maybe he said that. But I don't think he was speaking English. And just like the text of the Bible was translated, the text in many books were translated. Sometimes the translations are so clear and direct. In the fact that I speak multiple languages now, I know that the translations are not at all direct. I don't think Buddha was saying, go suffer with everybody. And when he was saying that the human condition is to suffer, I could be wrong about this. I'm sure there's people that have studied this more than me. But in essence, it doesn't vibe with me. It doesn't vibe with me to tell somebody to go suffer with someone. What vibes with me is more like co-illumination. Like I will hold the light. I will hold the candle and invite people to join. But I'm not going to go down and suffer just because somebody else is choosing that. I will look at whatever brings up in me to see if there's anything I can relate to and connect with, and help plant seeds to allow any one fractal of consciousness to enlighten to something. And I have plenty of places in my life that I get enlightening every single day on different topics. Hopefully, right? It's a day wasted if I didn't get a little bit enlightened. This compassion thing, not a fan of it. I think it's a trap. I think it's part of that programming that somehow went from, somehow got injected into our belief systems. Just like much of the dogmatic stuff in Roman Catholicism, for example, is to keep people trapped, to keep people, King James with Constantine created that, the Bible that most people study, right? And it was approved by the king to make sure that he had good peasants. So while there's a lot of great stuff in the Bible, you got to be able to read the lines. And I think that's the case here with this word compassion. There's something else that was meant by those that used it quite a bit. Planting the seeds, however, I'm all for it. I'm going to throw seeds. Some are going to germinate, some are not. But I'm not going to keep throwing seeds on the sidewalk, right? I'm actually literally planting seeds. I'm going to have to keep throwing them in the concrete. I'm going to move over to more fertile soil and let them grow. The dense stuff will break up eventually, and stuff will grow there. Nature will eventually take over, as it always does. So thank you, August. ISM, racism, sexism, those things, ageism. Beautiful. Natalia, yes, actually, lots of new instruments here. We got 3 singing bowls, new. Well, this one I've been using. Just ended up taking these out last night because we had a lot of people over. I was really into this stuff. And then we have this here, this quarterphone, which is actually a binaural beat. I don't know how much comes out of this, but this will actually change your frequency you're bringing coming through one mic. It may be a little different coming through, but you should hear like a wah wah sound. So let me know if you hear it. That'd be great if you guys want to give me feedback. So if you use one, it's just a beautiful tone. You put the second one in. So let me know if that comes through kind of sound. If it does, definitely using headphones for these would be great, because you use the binaural beats in different ears. It actually puts a brain rate in theta, so you can go a lot deeper when the brain gets in theta. And that's one of the goals of meditation, is to get into theta or gamma state, and the binaural beats will get you right into theta automatically. So it becomes effortless, and that was part of the intention on these. And then I'll show you real quick here. We also got another thing for you guys here. Boom, boom, boom. This beautiful gun. So yeah, we're enjoying this stuff, and I'm enjoying this stuff. I'm enjoying bringing this stuff to you, playing this stuff, and opening up what I'm doing here, learning a little bit more about how sound interacts and can improve the quality of life for everybody. So thank you for being here. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. I made a big investment because this stuff is meaningful to me, and I'd like to be able to keep giving more to everybody. I've got the capacity, the means, the time, and as long as you guys keep coming, I'll keep coming online and bringing this stuff. If you have any thoughts, ideas, feel free to message me. Feel free to comment, share this with people. Let's grow this. Let's keep making the world a more heart-centered place together. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, and we'll see you mañana.